cross comes in now. Open goal. It's in the back of the net. The Predators with the early goal. It looks like.
The VINCY Soccer Premier League is brought to you by the SVG Football Federation.
We step onto the pitch to conquer, to ignite belief, to dominate the moment. We take control, we win, and sometimes we lose. We score, we miss, but we regain control. A free kick, a pass, an assist, and the goals follow. From penalties under pressure. Every challenge looks easy, so we repeat it. Because it's one team, driven by one dream, inside one league. VINCY Soccer Premier League.
Well, good night yet again. It is the final game for VSPL 2025-2026. System 3, they'll be taking on Awesome FC. And certainly 90 minutes that we're all looking forward to. I'm Anthony Denny, and let me say good night to Cecil Charles. Cecil, back to you.
Well, good night, Eddie, and good night to our viewers. Final game of VSPL has been a long haul, but we are here. System 3 already taking the lead and will be crowned champions.
Without a doubt. So both teams, of course, in the middle. And it appears as if System 3 not putting forward the strongest 11 here tonight. But just to go through the starting 11 as we compete with the wind that has certainly been battling us for the entire night. But in goal for System 3 is Dennis Grant. The rest of the squad, Kevin Francis, captain here tonight. Javin Sutherland, Devontae, Ned, Lazaro Lynch, Gabriel Jackson, Morelli Solomon, Trent Raggy, James Grant, Delquan Derby, and Sherwin Straka.
Yes, and for Awesome FC, and certainly the wind has picked up here at the Brighton Technical Centre. In goal, you have Darius Oliveira, number 6, Kenneth Marshall, Raheem Sam, the number 2, Rashad Noel carrying number 3, Giovanni Enville, number 9, and 11 is Clinton Kelly, and 18 Josh DeGrads, 23 Kimran Davis, Chad Haynes number 27, Yannick Kane 28, and Ode Cupid carrying the number 29 on the back of his shirt.
Well, this awesome team is a team, certainly they've been through the battle, so to speak, and a team that of course would have had their fair share of ups and downs, but they remain in the Premiership for 2027, and certainly we're looking forward to good things from them here tonight in this final encounter as they take on the champions, of course, System 3. You see a toss being taken there, both captains in Kevin Francis and Kelly of Awesome FC, and we're just awaiting certainly for this one to get going here tonight. Charlo, we've had a nice little crowd have built up. It started a little small, but based on what we normally see here,
yes, it has built up for this final game. It's Friday night, and a lot to expect. I think System 3 do have some followers, and Awesome FC as well. And so we see System 3 in blue trunks, yellow tops, and Awesome black trunks and what? Orange tops.
All right, but it's interesting to see who's on the bench for System 3. There's Azina Solomon, there's Denzel Bascom, Shamron Phillips, of course, who's certainly been a workhorse of this team.
Yeah.
Phillips, and not feeling the strongest of starting 11 System 3. But Awesome is the type of team you give them space and they'll certainly make you pay. So we look forward to see certainly how things are going to happen. Chad Haynes back with System 3 as the ball is kicked off in defense there with Captain Kelly. And the ghost is right there. That looks like Cupid. Volley downfield now, goes out of touch. And early throw in here for System 3. And a player there on the far side in Lazaro Lynch. A player who certainly has had a good tournament. Quality player he is. Lynch takes this long throw and goes out of touch. Was looking there for Devontae Ned. Sure, quickly taken, volleyed upfield, and couldn't keep it in. As a matter of fact, it went out of the facility here tonight. So, of course, curtains bringing to an end the VSPL 2025-2026. It's been a fairly good season. We've saw some players who've come to the fore, and players who certainly would have put their hands up, Charlo.
Definitely, I think we have seen some good youngsters, and I've been very impressed with quite a few youngsters, and certainly the selectors and persons who are watching would have their work cut out in terms of who you're going to select when it comes to national duties. But really, I think we have had a good tournament.
Well, it looks as if it's Josh DeGrads is down there for Awesome.
I think he fell rather awkwardly.
Yes, and being given some assistance, it looks like Javin Sutherland. Of course, Sutherland, a stalwart in defense for System 3. He's had national duties, and the son a former national defender, the no-nonsense verb in Sutherland. And Charles, I don't know if you've been taken in the World Cup.
Haven't got the opportunity yet.
Well, Canada had their first game today, being one of the host
a
nations.
drawn game.
Yes, 1-1 with Bosnia. This one is not out of the way by that's the diminutive Yannick Kane, but danger not yet cleared, and finally not out of the way. And both teams quite naturally not quite settled. That one went out of touch. I believe it's off the boot of O'Day Cupid, who had a good game last time around.
Yes.
For Awesome.
The son of Gosnell, GC Cupid.
Sure taken there now, and it's not out of the way. Comes back out there for Kevin Francis. And a bit of an aerial battle took place there. But here's Solomon. Goes to his left. And finds what looks like Jackson. Lost it to O'Day Cupid. But he ran into a Jabel shirt.
Trent Raggy.
Yes. I'm saying Jabel, but it's actually System 3. Of course, at the last game, Jabel versus
Bescopacios.
So ball now with Awesome there on the left side. As a matter of fact, it's with System 3. Player tumbled to the turf and picked up in the middle there by Chad Haynes. Josh DeGratz, a veteran of this Awesome team. He's been with this team for quite a number of years, the Grads. And there's Antoine on the far side. He got around one, got around a second, and now making inroads on the right side. Ball overrun there by Antoine, whistle going. And let's see what happens. There's a player who's down again. It looks, is it? No, it's not the Grads. Not picking up what is on the far side there. But players down for Awesome. Not on your screen. Now there. In the distance, looks as if it's Antoine. That's
looks like number 8 here. Antoine is definitely.
It's definitely Antoine. So, minute number 4. 0-0. Early in the exchanges here tonight. And Captain Kelly there for Awesome. Over it. As we wait this free kick, Antoine seems to just be taking his time to get out of the zone. Kelly now with the free kick. Good one at the top of the 18-yard box, but it has been booted away by Dennis Grant. And Grant, who's had a fairly successful season.
Yes, he has had a good season. And it's really done the work. Not too sure what Yannick Kane was thinking about with that through it.
So, nonetheless, it's with Kane, finds the Grads. Goes right back in defense there to Marshall. Finds Kelly, who volleys it upfield. There's Chad Haynes, but it's off the head of Solomon.
Trying to raid our booth.
Tall, towering figure of Solomon it is. Morelli Solomon. Split continues in the middle now, and whistle going. Infringement called against the System 3 player. Quickly taken there by Haynes, but referee's having a word with Kevin Francis and asking for, quite naturally, a free kick to be retaken. So, Chad Haynes gets it back to Marshall, who's taken quite a lot of free kicks in this campaign for Awesome, and he's been one of their standout players, Marshall. As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He knocks it short there for Chad Haynes and he wraps his boot around it, but didn't get the pace that he wanted. It just bounced harmlessly into the hands there of Dennis Grant, who boots it upfield onto the head of an Awesome defender.
Looks like Sam.
And the ball is out of touch. It's going to be a throw in for System 3. Net on the far side. Leaves it there now for Lazaro Lynch. Lynch finds Strachan, and in the end it's booted away by the defense. Back out to Kevin Francis, and his touch, first and foremost, was not the best of touches. As it's back into the 18-yard box, and in the end, easy there for Darius Oliver, goalkeeper for Awesome FC. And one of the, as we spoke about Dennis Grant, we've had, of course, goalkeepers of North Leeward who've looked well this year, but there seems to be a bit of a problem goalkeeping-wise. Charlo, I don't know if you've picked it up with lots of the teams here as far as the VSPL is concerned. As a battle takes place now, whistle going, Marshall goes down. I don't know your thoughts with regards to the goalkeeping.
Well, we have seen several goalkeepers, and I think we have seen some teams have featured at least 3 to 4 goalkeepers throughout the season.
On the contra, of course, Awesome, they've struggled. Avenues, they've struggled with their keepers. And certainly they've suffered as far as that is concerned. But there we see an infringement called against the System 3. Josh DeGrad's been fouled. And Marshall now with a free kick. Boots it upfield, but it's just too much onto it. Dennis Grant, who, as you said, has had a fantastic season. Bolted out there now to the left side. Now with System 3 into the middle lane, out to Francis. Francis looks for what looks like Lazaro Lynch on the far side. Ball forward there now for Strachan to run on to, and he tumbles in the process. Ball goes out of touch, and it's going to be a goal kick, of course, to Awesome. So System 3 will truly want to finish off the VSPL on a high note of the victory.
Well, I'm sure Awesome would also want to finish finish very strongly as well.
So we'll wait this goal kick to be taken by Kelly. Boots it upfield now, and eludes everyone. Only found Javin Sutherland in defense there for System 3, and he just simply knocked it back. So it's just a backward and forward that took place there on the far side. Not too much construction, but here's that's Raggy, who was trying to keep it in, did so. Ball now into the path of O'Day Cupid. Can't give Cupid space, and has the defender with him now, but good work on the part of the System 3 player. That is Trent Raggy, and Raggy drives it now into the path of Gabriel Jackson. Dispossessed there by Marshall. Flag went up and whistle gone. It's against System 3. Looks as if it's against Jackson. Might very well have strayed offside. Dr. Grads now finds his captain in Kelly. Long searching ball on the right side, looking for Enville over there, but Lazaro Lynch boots it away, way out of field. Looks
That's
second
one going out of the park.
Right, looks as if he wanted to pick some breadfruit, or is that the trumpet bush?
I think it's trumpet bush.
Okay, well, play continues nonetheless, as Enville with possession now. Whistle going against System 3, and yet another free kick to Awesome FC on the far side.
Both teams still looking to settle. We haven't really seen no level of construction so far, and we're in the 11th minute.
So let's see what they can make of this one, as looks as if it's well, there's a play on the far side there for, looks like Marshall, who was going to have a boot change, but play is going to continue. Free kick now taken, floated in top of the 18-yard box. There's Cupid, and well into the path of Grant, who was well placed. As we
you have to give Grant credit. We spoke about him for his entire season, and he was very, very decisive. He closed the angle.
So it's a goal kick nonetheless to System 3. It was not the best of corner kicks taken there by Awesome. So Dennis Grant now to take this goal kick. Ball upfield and whistle going. It was Sam Ned was trying to make his way forward, but I believe was in an offside position as ball is back in defense now with Kelly. That is flicked on the far side, and in the end knocked away there by James Grant. Goal kick result now for Awesome. Player who just knocked it back there is Yannick Kane, player who certainly has shown that he loves his game and he plays with a lot of passion. Kane,
very busy individual indeed.
Off the head of Solomon there, Morelli Solomon nodded forward, and Indian whistle going yet again. The Grads just asking a question of the referee, and he's asked that the ball go even further back as Sutherland finds Kevin Francis, and the system 3 battling there in the middle now. Josh de Grads nonetheless has different ideas, goes to the turf, there's no whistle. Finally the whistle is gone, and I believe he might have just been stepped on. Let's have a look at it once again. Josh de Grads stumbling there, and yes, just a little bit of the boot onto that hand of his, yes, ring in the hand, and just having a little chat with the referee in the process, letting him know exactly what transpired. Josh de Grads here tonight certainly is been in the wars already. Booted upfield, Antoine is there, but the big towering figure of Morelli Solomon ever present there for System 3 to nod it away. And there we see the referee blowing the whistle, and again he's calling the Grads and maybe just asking him to go to the back to the touchline to get some assistance, because he did certainly appears to have gotten a bit of an injury, the Grads.
Yes.
So here's, well, he's on this side again. That's the thing with Yannick Kane. You can never pin him down to one position. There's Chad Haynes into the part of Antoine. Antoine looks for and finds a player there to his right. Battling for possession now, floated in, but again Solomon follows the plan for Awesome. But shot taken there now off the boot of Kimron Davis, and goes wide. Yet another goal kick as we see Davis with Kevin Francis, but he wraps his boot around it, and in the end just over the crossbar. System 3 now looking to come forward. Antoine battling but can't stop the advancement, and here they are now on the left side with Trent Raggy. Cut out, whistle going, and it's against the big number 44 there for System 3.
Well, it's going to be a free kick awarded to Awesome, and Marshall looking to marshal his forces off the head there of Lynn Stratton and into the path of goalkeeper Dinesh Grant, who controls, and Grant and it's cut out there. Still Awesome FC, but it's a give and take. No control. It's Enville losing it, and there is some movement on the part of System 3, and Jackson was looking to close in there, but good work by Darius Olivier, and goes into the side netting off Olivier, and it's going to be a corner.
Well, you said good work. I think he was a little lucky there, Olivier, because he was off his line, and to my opinion probably knew nothing as to what happened there, Jalo.
Well, it's going to be a corner for System 3, the number 10, Lazaro Lynch. He will take that. Number of players in the 18-yard box. Corner comes in, up goes the header, headed away there by the defense. Still a shot, danger not yet averted. and still some scrambling, and in the end Olivier, luckily for him, rose to his feet and he picked it up, and now it's both downfield. It's still in Awesome's half. Comes now to Lazaro Lynch, comes back to Solomon, and shot comes in, still inside that area. Sutherland with a shot, goes wide off the upright.
Well,
Sutherland,
the defender quite naturally, but given a lot of time to juggle just in front of the defender there, and had he been a little bit more fleet-footed, could have created some problems, even more problems.
Yeah, so it's going to be a goal kick for Awesome. He lays it off. So Awesome looking to come forward, still in their half. Still Awesome in a tussle, losing it to System 3. Still Stratton. DeGrasse is there. Still Awesome. Looking, and that one goes into touch. It's going to be a corner. So you can see a number of Awesome FC players coming back into their penalty area, looking to defend that corner. We see Stratton, the number 44, running into position. And now we can see a number of yellow shirts also joining Awesome defense. Short corner. Goes wide, lobs it in, and cleared there by Antoine, only to find, well, DeGrasse would come away with it. It's Enville. Nice ball looking for Ode Cupid. Ode has a defender to contend with. He spins, he gets around one. Still with it, Ode Cupid lays it off to his right, looking for some support. Kimran Davis overran that. And System 3 will now look to come away with it, but DeGrasse was in a tussle.
Again, he goes down, DeGrasse. Of course, he was stepped on about 3 or 4 minutes ago. And ran into that one, but the referee felt ought to be a bounce ball on the part of System 3.
Well, gets it. Solomon, the big defender, chips it downfield. Looking for Jackson. It goes into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Awesome FC. It's still 0-0 here. You're just in the 20th minute. Yannick Kane, that busy individual. He goes back to Marshall with that throw-in. Marshall looks up. Nice ball looking for Yannick Kane, but Kane was not anticipating. And that eluded him and into touch for a throw-in for System 3. It's still 0-0. It's Trent Ragge with a throw-in look for Stratton, but Ken Marshall is there for Awesome. Awesome. But Trent Ragge for System 3 goes downfield. Olivier comes off, cradled that easily, and holds on to it for a while. Now he boots it downfield. Looking to find off Morales Solomon, who controls well, lays it off for Kevin Francis. Francis was looking to find Jackson, but it's cut out. And in the end, Francis robbing DeGrasse. DeGrasse once again goes down. But this can be dangerous, but goalkeeper heads it away. And Ode Cupid picks it up. Ode Cupid with a shot. But off the defender, back to Ode Cupid. He's still in a tussle. He goes wide. Sutherland is there. There's a screaming for a handball. The referee, the assistant flag is up and showing a handball. And
well, let's have a look at it here. Oh, that's gone past the incident. But it looks as if it's a penalty being awarded there.
I think he was pointing to the penalty spot. I was waiting.
Rather to be belated call there by the referee. Maybe he was prompted by the assistant referee.
His assistant was very early indicating, but he didn't pick it up. And he very, very quickly was indicating the handball. So it's going to be a penalty for Awesome. Let's see who's going to take that. Chad Haynes, the number 27. So can Awesome take the lead? Haynes steps up. And he finds the back of the net. Easier Sunday
Easy,
morning.
Definitely.
So Chad Haynes has put Awesome in front. And
quite calm and collective there, Chad Haynes.
very, very calm, collective.
To the left of goalkeeper Grant. Had no chance. Opening goal for Awesome.
So in the 22nd minute. And Awesome 1. System 3-0. So, goal now. So it's going to be a kick-off by Devante Ned for System 3. He comes back, finds Morales Solomon. Solomon looks up, looking to find some support, gives it there to, and there's one he booted into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for Awesome. And you can see Yannick Kane as happy as can be. He's just really enjoying himself as he jigs around to pick that up. Looks for Ode Cupid. Ode has 2. And he's been robbed of it. Trent Raggy lays it off. Now, it's Derby. But Yannick Kane is there. Infringement called. And Kane goes down on his knees as if pleading. The referee's calling Yannick Kane. He's going to caution him.
Says I'll have none of that, Yannick.
So referee very firm in terms of his decision. And all is well. It's going to be Kevin Francis to take this free kick. Tall figure of Kevin Francis, sporting number 15 on the back of his shirt. Let's see what he'll do. Comes in, swirling ball, heads go up, and it's still in that half, but cleared there by Awesome. Comes back to Stratton for System 3, has Lazaro Lynch now with it. Lynch goes around, looking for some support. He has that shot comes in over the uprights. It's going to be a goal kick for Awesome. A young team. Very energetic, young players looking to prove themselves. They have lost a few players over the season, Eddie.
Yeah, certainly. Of course, Straw, who went, of course, somewhere up north to play within the BVI Anguilla area.
So too is Kareem Williams. He's now up in the BVI as well.
And not forgetting Smart, who they lost through injury.
And Fernandez as well through injury. So it's the Lazaro Lynch. System 3 goes down. We're still going against Awesome. It's going to be a free kick for System 3. Quickly take on. There's some tugging over there in terms of clothing. Back to Francis. Francis still with it. Looking to dance his way around. Looking to do a little too much. And we're still going. And Stratton with a free kick. Quickly take on. He looks to come across goal, headed away there by the defense. Finds Trent Raggy for System 3. He's in a tussle. Raggy goes down. And it's going to be a free kick awarded there to System 3. That's Raggy.
Antoine, the guilty player.
The number 18, Antoine. And the graduates were lining to boot that one away. But the referee whistle had gone. So it's System 3-0. Awesome FC 1. This is the free kick at a pretty interesting angle.
Very, very interesting. At the top of the 18-yard box. I make it probably just about some 10 yards out. So 28 to 30 yards out. And can be pretty interesting. We see Javin Sutherland is there. Morelli Solomon is there. And also so James Grant.
Referee indicating where that wall should be. Let's see. It's going to be a 4-man wall. Who's going to take it for System 3? Shot by Sutherland and he scores!
David Sutherland
Lazy effort there by goalkeeper Olivier. And that went under his arm, and System 3 has equalized.
Let's have a look at it once again. Up and over, and goalkeeper dive into his right. And it was well placed by Sutherland. You have to give him props as far as that is concerned. It was in that right bottom hand corner. Olivier diving for all his worth, couldn't keep it out. And System 3 equalizing here in the 27th minute.
So it's System 3 1, Awesome FC 1. And certainly System 3 not going down without a fight. They are the leaders, they are champions. And Awesome who are sitting at around number 5.
Yeah, 5 or 6 in the table. But both goals coming from dead ball situations, Charlo.
Yes. And it's Awesome. He was looking there for Cupid, had too much on it. It goes into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for System 3. Trent Raggy quickly goes back to Morelli Solomon. Solomon lays it off of Stratton, who comes back to Trent Raggy. Raggy chips it downfield looking for Gabriel Jackson. And has Clinton Kelly with him. And in the end, Yannick Kane booting it into touch. And it's going to be a throw-in for System 3. But it was good work on the part of Kelly, because Jackson was closing in. Jackson comes back to Lazaro Lynch. Lynch has Yannick Kane. And again, a little too much on it, goes into touch. It's going to be a corner for System 3. But Kane, that busy individual, corner comes in, and Whistler going. I think it came off the hand of a System 3 player there.
It would appear that way.
And free kick quickly taken. As the Awesome now look to work their way down. Looking good, nice ball. Looking for Enville on that far side. Looks to cut through the middle. Gives it to he was looking to get Chad Haynes going, but it's cut out by System 3. So it's Francis chips it downfield. And again, indecision on the part of Olivier, but in the end, getting there.
The striker also, Sam Ned, was quite
looking for. He was looking for to be called offside.
Exactly.
So Trent Raggy goes back to Danish Grant. Grant chips it down, finds Stratton. Stratton gets ahead on it. Then on to Trent Raggy, back to Stratton. And Whistle going against Awesome. So it's going to be a free kick to System 3 inside their own half. And quickly taken, finds Jackson. Jackson comes back to the middle to Stratton. Back to Trent Raggy. Trent Raggy is still with it, but Marshall is there. Marshall gets around him. Marshall looks up, looking for some support, pumps it downfield. Off Morelli Solomon. Ode Cupid picks up. There's a tussle going on. And referee says to play on. Trent Raggy goes across field now, shifting play to the left. But Lazaro Lynch couldn't keep it in play, and it goes into touch for a throw-in for Awesome.
Well, just in case persons, you're following World Cup 2026, host team USA tonight, they're taking on Paraguay, and after some 33 minutes, they're leading by some 2-0, Charlo. So, Team USA off to a good start. Of course, we know the supposedly clouded by some of the decisions in certain levels that absolutely no control is over, but let's focus on what is happening in the middle here tonight now. System 3 with possession, and it looks like Raggy came off Cupid. Josh DeGrasse is there, but good ball on the left side now to Jackson, who has some space. Jackson, and skips past 1-2 at the top of the 18-yard box, and Raggy fumbled a little bit, but shot in the end, coming off the boot of Strachan and over the crossbar. It went. Certainly a goal kick as we have a look at it once again.
Well, it was not good clearance by Awesome at the Grads there, not clearing that well. But the shot from System 3 went high and wide.
So we await this goal kick to be taken as our cameraman being fed a delicacy from one of the spectators here.
Well, he has done some good work. His second game for the evening.
For the evening, yes.
I think yesterday he had a long haul, carried all 3 games.
Wow. So Rag is down on the pitch there for System 3, being given some attention. And meantime, of course, also present there is Derby. Got a bit of a liquid.
So he's been asked to go to the sideline.
So it's 1-1. Of course, scoring first in the 22nd minute, Chad Haynes from the penalty spot. And then 5 minutes later, Javon Sutherland with a well-taken free kick, some 13 yards thereabout, out, and registering the equalizer for System 3. Here's Yannick Kane, and gets the return ball. Kane forced to go back in defense there to Marshall. And Marshall finds what looks like Antoine. Back to Kane. So good marking on the part of System 3 as we certainly hear the whistle going, infringement called, and looks as if it's against the men in yellow. That's System 3. Marshall spots it and will now take this free kick deep inside his own half. What is it upfield? Searching one, looking there for Enville, but he's outnumbered. But it fell nicely there for what looks like Chad Haynes. Haynes knocks it back to the Grads. Ball on the left side now to an overlapping
Kane.
Kane has Jackson with him, and Jackson gets a boot in and knocking it away from the short, diminutive Kane, who will now take this turn for Awesome. Finds Josh the Grads, and the Grads turns, forced to come back there to Marshall, who will now switch on the right side, searching ball, looking there for Antoine. He nods it into the part of Enville, and I believe it's off of the System 3 player. Yes, it is. Quickly take control now, back to Antoine. Marked close to there, but in the end, flag is up, and it's a throw-in for System 3, very close to that corner flag. Azara Lynch. Let's see. Yes, leaves it now for Javon Sutherland. It's actually a free kick. It's infringement as Lynch now goes down the left side. Leaves it for his captain, Kevin Francis. Long searching ball, looking there for Jackson. Kane is there and gets a head onto it, stumbles in the process, might have injured himself in doing so, but some good work on the part of Kane.
Yes, he's that little warrior, and he's never seemed to give up.
So there we see Kane grimacing a bit, as again for the umpteenth time we have to try our best to fend off this wind that is certainly blowing with some fury here at the Brighton Technical Centre. Marshall goes back there to his captain Kelly. Has Sam with him, but he volleys it upfield now, and could only find Javon Sutherland, but into the path of O'Day Cupid, finds Chad Haynes. Haynes faked, and in the end some good work by Javon Sutherland, just nodded it into the path of Dennis Grant, and he bowled it out to the far side. Zara Lynch giving up there now to System 3, as there's Francis in defense, but Enville has picked it up and slipped in the process. Comes back out to Josh the Grads. Davis it is, Cameron Davis was looking to find Enville, but in the end looks as if System 3 is going to come away with it on the far side. A little bit of a shirt tugging from my vantage point. No whistle going, ball is out of touch, and it's going to be a throw-in to the men in orange. That's Davis, didn't do so well, and Losara Lynch picked it up and found Sam in the process. Sam Cross comes in now, but it's a little too much. As a matter of fact, straight into the arms of the goalkeeper, who muffed it a bit, Oliver, but had enough recovery time and found Marshall. The Kane. Found Marshall once again. There's O'Day Cupid. And it goes down. Foul there
By Stratton.
by Strachan. And let's have a look.
He'll get a card.
As there's the foul here. He's really pushed away there by Strachan. And yellow card, right?
Yes, he's been yellow carded.
So yellow card to Strachan in the 37th minute. As Josh de Grads, lean, lanky player he is, walks away and leaves it for Marshall. So Marshall it is to take this free kick for Awesome FC, and not one of his better free kicks. Comes back out nonetheless to what looks like Davis. Finds Josh de Grads, and it's actually Sam looking for Enville there on the far side. Couldn't keep it in Enville, and giving up a throw there to System 3. A young player, Sarah Lynch, is going to take it. Long throw there by Lynch, who's looking there for Sam. Yes, he finds Sam net. Now with some space, Sam now has a defender with him, gets around him. Good work. Cross comes in, but in the end, not the best of crosses. After doing all the hard work, could only find Marshall. And Sam now being robbed of it there on the far side. So ball back with System 3 through Kevin Francis. Francis, Dag now searching ball. Jackson is there. Can he keep it in? No, he couldn't. And in the end, it's going to be a goal kick as we have a look again at this cross. Well floated in, but was pretty much ahead of Jackson by the time he got there. And I could only just watch it go out of touch.
Well, Marshall has been Marshall in the defense for Awesome, and he has done a good job thus far.
He's been one of the... Well, he's speaking to my... And quickly, and this is in the back of the nets. Error, defensive blunder on the part of Marshall, losing possession there. And here we see Jackson picking it up. Left footer. And beating the keeper to his left there. Goal number 2 for System 3. And they lead this one by 2-1. Jackson there with a big smile on his face, being congratulated by Javon Sutherland and of course Lazara Lynch. So
Just spoke a little too quickly.
Devils, what do you call this again? Just one of those things. So Gabriel Jackson, of course, with the second goal here tonight, coming in the 39th.
Just say 40th minute.
40th minute, yes. So Awesome with the kickoff. Enville finds Cameron Davis doing well. Davis to Enville, goes on the far side but can only find Lynch, and he knocks it into the path of James Grant. And in the end, here comes Jackson once again, but Marshall gives it up once again, but the keeper's quickly off his line, and has to be a little careful. Marshall, he's been casual for those last 2 passes in defense, but here comes Kane, looks for and finds O'Day Cupid. Cupid is offside, and flag was up very quickly indeed. It's going to be a free kick, but Marshall, he's been good in defense for the entire tournament.
Been very good.
But
not sure what transpired in his head.
Well, we're all human and subject to a little error here and there, and that is what has happened to Marshall here tonight. Here's Josh de Grads. Ball on the far side now to Chad Haynes. Haynes looks for and finds Josh de Grads, but he's got to go back there to Sam, and knocks it into the middle there now to Enville. That's Antoine losing out there to Francis. Francis takes a shot over the crossbar. Actually, it's off the boot of Sam, I believe. Let's have a look at it again as Sam to Francis, and shot now taken over the crossbar. Kelly now with that free kick downfield. There's Enville, but didn't hang on to it. Enville booted away there by Lynch. A bit of pushing in the back there by Lazaro Lynch. Free kick awarded, and he has to be careful, Lynch. He's already been ruled for fouling, and the referee going across just to make sure that everything is okay. As a matter of fact, he's having a chat with both players. 43 minutes into this one, and System 3 with a 2-1 lead after a good start by Awesome. So Chad Haynes is going to take this free kick. Top of the 18-yard box, and Grant doing well. Good take.
Good decisive action there by Dennis Grant.
And brings up the applause from the spectators here tonight. Lots of the young ladies too, Charlo.
Yeah, well, System 3, they have their following.
Lazaro Lynch now on the left side. Knocks it into the path of player who goes right back to Javin Sutherland. Finds Kevin Francis. Francis there now to James Grant, who lost possession. Whistle going, and quickly taken free kick there now. Chad Haynes it is. Still with it, and nice work there by the defense, and in the end it's cut out by Marshall. That's actually Kelly into the path of Kane. Looks for and finds there Cupid with some space on the left side. Cupid gets the cross in, and could only find Javin Sutherland, who knocks it away. Comes out there now, and ball fell in the path of Kane, who slipped, went down. There's no whistle, and looks a little bemused, but play continues. And here now is
a penalty.
Player who went to the turf. There's absolutely no whistle.
No whistle. Referee says play on.
Off the head of Davis, but there's Lazaro Lynch to pick it up for System 3. He gives it away to Sam. Goes to his right now to Chad Haynes, and whistle going. Haynes ruled to be fouled. So
I think Francis, I see the hands going to the pocket.
Meantime, we're going to be having 1 minute of extra time. Yes. So free kick now to Awesome.
And is it Lazaro Lynch? No, he has picked up a yellow.
Well, a young player being a little feisty here tonight. Kelly is going to take it. So whistle going now to signal it's time to take this free kick. Booted up field, and easy work there for Dennis Grant. Didn't even need to use his gloves. Just deciding to play around a bit with it. After all, his team has a 2-1 lead, and will now volley it upfield. Long one upfield now. Off the boot of Sam for Awesome, and picked up by System 3 on the far side. It's Strachan looking to get around Antoine there, but such is not the case. The ball went out of touch off the boot of Strachan, and it's going to be a throw-in. As there we have the whistle to signal it's the end of the first 45 minutes, and 2-1 lead, Charlo, for System 3.
Well, definitely System 3 coming from behind, and really taking a lead here in the first half. They are playing as champions. They don't want to go down to lose a game at this particular stage. Awesome has something to prove. They started with the opening goal, and I'm sure that they are going to come back looking to press some advantage here and put some pressure on System 3.
So we take a break and come back with the final 45 minutes for VSPL 2025-26. Keep it right there. As we're about to witness the final 45 minutes for the VINCY Soccer Premier League 2025-2026 here at the Brighton Technical Centre. League leaders and champions, of course, System 3. They're up by 2-1, and seems as if they are going to be having a couple of substitutions on the far side. Looks as if it's we'll find out which one of the teams.
Both teams.
Having
a substitution.
So Antoine, it looks like, came out for, or is coming out, sorry, for Awesome, and play with a number 3 on his back. That's Rashad Noel comes in. So Antoine out. Just waiting to see if there are any more substitutions. Assistant referee now puts the board up, and number 6 is it? Who's out?
Marshall.
Replaced by number 31. And let's see, on whose side is it? Well,
seems like System 3.
System 3, yes, certainly. Sutherland now gets this one forward, and ball is out of touch. So Zishan Bailey is in for System 3, and Devontae Sam Ned goes out. So substitution on both sides, as Sam was there now for Awesome, trying to keep it in, but such was not the case, and it's going to be a throw-in for System 3. Going across there is Trent Raggy. Raggy goes back to his captain and Kevin Francis. And I wonder if we'll see the likes of a Zena Solomon or Shamron Phillips on show here tonight. Here's Lazaro Lynch picking this one up in the left back position for System 3. Volleys it upfield, searching ball there, but it's nodded away by Kelly into the path of James Grant. And ball back in defense now to Solomon. That's the big Morelli Solomon. There's Enville nonetheless, as Javon Sutherland now with him. Takes a shot, Enville, but Grant is equal to it. Dennis Grant, and one of the standout goalkeepers for the season. As this one is volleyed upfield, and there is Keane. He's such a humorous footballer. He is diving all along the turf here tonight, and directed into the path of his goalkeeper, who volleyed it upfield. But nonetheless, ball is back with System 3, and that one is off the boot of O'Day Cupid. Good sensible work there by Trent Raggy, and it's going to be a try now for System 3. Kevin Francis it is. Left it, as a matter of fact, and here's now ball into the path of Josh DeGrads. Back there to Marshall, knocks it further forward, but in the end Dennis Grant was quickly off the line and bolted out there now to Lazaro Lynch, who's done a lot of work in this game. Lynch, young player he is, and lost possession there now to Kane. Moving forward, has Solomon ahead of him. Kane into the path of Chad Haynes. Haynes still with it at the top of the 18-yard box, and left it there now for O'Day Cupid. Can he get the cross? And he slips past one, and shot comes in, goes wide off the boot of Chad Haynes. It looks, it might have very well clipped someone on the way out. Let's have a look at it again. Cupid leaving it there now for Chad Haynes, and he took the shot and might have very well just clipped the defender there on its way out. It's a corner kick.
Touch onto Sutherland.
So Chad Haynes, who scored the opening goal tonight in the 22nd minute for Awesome from the penalty spot, to take this corner kick in this the 49th minute, and the referee just ensuring that it's in the correct position as Haynes now takes it, and wasted corner kick it is. Expect better from a Chad Haynes.
He went right into the corner side netting.
So still 2-1 in favor of System 3. Lazaro Lynch now with possession. Lynch. Diagonal ball looking there for Jackson to run on to. Well done. Jackson takes a shot and just wide. So Lynch, of course, the mastermind as far as that is concerned, with a nicely weighted pass into the path of Jackson. Had two defenders with him, kept them off, got the shot off, but it was just a little wide as it went past that right upright and into touch. Goalkeeper Oliver now with possession, knocks it into the path of his captain Kelly. Bodies it upfield, searching what it is, and good header there by Enville into the path of Chad Haynes. Closely marked by the young Lazaro Lynch. Battle for possession. Fouled and Lynch in the process there was Chad Haynes, right in front of our camera position. And a bit of a verbal backward and forward between the players there. Enville and Javan Sutherland. Referee now getting close. And goes to his pocket. Let's see. He's going to issue a yellow card, it looks like, to Enville. And I'm sure I've heard some sort of language that certainly should not have been said. And hence that's the reason I believe that Enville is being yellow carded. So, free kick nonetheless to System 3. Yellow card there to Giovanni Enville. And we'll now prepare for this free kick. Quite a number of yellow shirts up front. Javan Sutherland, he's gone up also. And just waiting for the whistle. There it goes. And pumped up field now, but onto the head of Josh DeGrads. Came out there to Kevin Francis and knocked it further forward. And in the end, Olivier was there, whistle going, but player was ruled to be offside, and that's James Grant. And Kelly now with the free kick for Awesome. Upfield. There's Morelli Solomon. Solomon looks for and finds Francis. Francis now goes into the right side. There's Darby. Bulky player he is. And ball unfortunately went off his boot, out of touch for a train to Awesome. So the final night, as far as the VSPL is concerned, pretty much aware of the fact that Avenues United and Beckwith United, of course, they will be playing Tier 2 football come next season. Let's see what happens, and this is in, oh, what? Confusion there on the part of the defense of Awesome, but in the end, the captain got back just in time to just boot it away, and throw is quickly taken. Lazaro Lynch with a cross cut nonetheless into the path of Jackson, and Jackson robbed of it, and ball knocked upfield there. Now it looks like Cupid, O'Day Cupid, finds Enville and decided to go back there to Marshall, knocks it forward, but off the head of Morelli Solomon. But System 3, the Abbott idea is not coming forward now with Kevin Francis to Jackson. Back to Francis, left it there for Derby, and in the end picked up by Josh DeGrads, but could only reach as far as Lazaro Lynch, who picked it up in the midfield. Nice little ball into the path there of Strachan, and ricochet there. In the end, still with System 3 on the right side. Cross is in, but it's knocked away by the defense for Awesome, and Matt scrambled there. Morelli Solomon ruled to have fouled what looks like Chad Haynes there in the process, and free kick will ensue quite naturally. So 2-1 in this, the 54th minute. Of course, after tonight's game, there's going to be a closing ceremony, the presentation of trophies. You'll also hear from officials of football and government officials here under the lights at the Brighton Technical Centre. As ball is forward now, looks like they Cupid on the far side, but defender is there in the part of Trent Raggy to knock it out of touch. And Awesome with yet another corner kick on that side. Going across, it looks like Cameron Davis this time. And not Chad Haynes. So Davis spots it in the distance. Whistle goes. Corner kick is now taken, and there was Kelly getting a boot onto it, but booted upfield now. Finds Jackson for System 3. First touch was not the best, but I believe he's going to do it now. Ball went out of touch, unfortunately, and it's back with Awesome there on the left side. O'Day Cupid. Very quick indeed, and there's an appeal for a handle ball, but the referee's not interested. They're still very much appealing, not realizing that System 3 is looking to come down the right side, but he's robbed of it. And in the end, good work. Back there now to player who, oh, a little too much on top of that one. I was looking there to get James Grant going. It was too close to goalkeeper Oliver. Lazara Lynch. Oh, not so good footwork there by Marshall. And now here's James Grant on the left side. Cross comes in now. And coming in there's Jackson. Shot was not the best, and whistle going. It's going to be against, quite naturally, James Grant. And a free kick awarded to Awesome. Here's Omar Kane now on the right side. Kane looks for, finds Chad Haynes, back to Haynes. And Haynes plays a long searching ball on the left side. It's nodded away by Sutton, it looks like. Finds Jackson. And Jackson still with it now into the part of Trent Raggy. Battling there is Raggy. And lost out as O'Day Cupid now with some space. He can't give this player any space, Cupid, but runs into a brick wall in Morelli Solomon. And Solomon, oh, a little overzealous. Whistle going there. It's against System 3 to will appear. Let's see. No, it's not. So, referee just asking for
I think it was
ball to be respotted.
yes, I think it actually hit the referee the process. It's a drop ball.
I didn't pick that up. That's the drop ball. Ball knocked forward now. And there's Darby battling with possession now. Finds Kevin Francis. Francis floats it forward, but that's easy work there for goalkeeper Oliver.
He looks more assured in the second half.
Certainly. As Sutherland knocks into the path of what looks like Jackson, but robbed a bit there. Marshall. Flick back there to Keane. Keane, a diminutive player he is, finds Marshall once again. Marshall plays that searching diagonal ball, but there is, of course, goalkeeper Dennis Grant, who's had a good night and a good tournament. Bowls it out now to Javin Sutherland, who had a wonderful free kick in the 27th minute to give System 3 the equalizer. Francis now with it as System 3 is just knocking it around in their own half. Finally into the path there of James Grant. Found Francis. Francis now to Strachan. To Morelli Solomon. So stringing the passes together here, System 3. That one too much onto it off the boot there of Solomon. And it's going to result quite naturally in a corner kick. Sorry, a goal kick for the men in orange. Awesome. And looks as if it's the it's not the captain, but he boots it upfield. Long searching one, but could only find Javan Sutherland. Sutherland gets around one, still playing around with it, and maybe should have looked to have gotten rid of that much more quicker, Sutherland, but still has possession. Toying with the Awesome players there, finds Lynch to Francis now, there to Grant, and ball came in, but in the end was easy work there for goalkeeper Oliver. Bowled it out now, finds what looks like Gloucester, but lost it, and now back with James Grant. Grant looks there for Darby, but is trying to tread the needle. That certainly was not there, but here's Lazaro Lynch twisting and turning, goes to his left now to Francis, and Omar Kane, a big his exuberance would have gotten the better of him there. Omar Kane fouling Lynch in the process.
Yannick, I think he's going to get a yellow.
Well, let's see. Yes, referee goes to his pocket. And Omar Kane goes into his book. Yannick Kane, my apologies. I don't know why I keep saying Omar Kane. But yellow card there to Yannick Kane. As Lazaro Lynch looks as if he's going to prepare to take this free kick. Has his captain in Kevin Francis close attendance, so might just very well drop this one short for Francis. But let's see what happens. Lone one-man wall in place in Giovanni Enville for Awesome. So with this one, yes, it's a short one there to Francis, back to Lynch. Lynch looks to get around Enville. He does so now, gets into the 18-yard box, gets past the second cross, comes in, into the side netting. But not a bad idea, Charlo.
Well, certainly good work, and you can see his captain there positioning him for that. He got around Enville easily, but in the end, Olivier closed the angle well, and he had Marshall as well there with him and into the side netting. So it's a derby on that far side, that stocky built individual, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for Awesome. So Awesome, they are trailing 2-1. Marshall pumps it downfield, looks for fine Enville. Enville has one, he gets it wrong, but he gives it up. Sutherland picks it up, goes back to his goalkeeper in Grant. Grant controls, now he pumps it downfield off the head of Marshall. Therefore Awesome, the Grads picks it up and back to Marshall. Marshall looking to come forward, lays it off there for Kimran Davis. Back to Marshall, who loses it, and the Grads taking the rebound, lays it off. Ode Cupid has Trent Raggy. He couldn't keep it in play, and it's going to be a throw-in. So there's going to be a substitution on the far side. Looks like James Grant going off, and Azino Solomon is coming in. So System 3 making a substitution. Let's see. I think I see two players. James Grant. We see Derby. Is it Derby who is also going off?
It would appear that way.
No,
it's Lynch is coming out.
Lazaro Lynch. Onward comes the number 14, Alonzo Butte.
That's correct. And it's not Azina Solomon who is in.
Oh, well.
I saw the number 11 up there.
Yes,
that's correct.
I
but
did see the number 11.
But it's not Azina Solomon who was in.
So it's going to be a substitution for Awesome, it looks like. In fact, number 41, the busy Shimran Phillips is coming on.
Just to give an update on the USA versus Paraguay game in the 61st minute. USA leading 3-0. Charlo.
Well,
First goal came in the 7th minute, an own goal by the Paraguayans.
so it's System 3. Comes Yannick Kane, cuts that out and lays it off, but goalkeeper Dennis Grant comes off his line, controls easily, bowls it out now, looking for Butte, and finds Shimran Phillips, lays it off, number 23 on a roll, but he was cut out there, and that Aidan Solomon. So instead of Azino Solomon, Aidan Solomon was one who came on. So a throw-in for System 3. It's
one of the young players for the future for System 3, definitely.
Butte to Phillips. Phillips comes back to Derby. Back to Phillips, but he has about 3 defenders. And the Grads would come away with it for Awesome. Lays it off for Enville. It's still with the number 24 in a horn. He's in a tussle there with Shimran Phillips. He's such a busy individual. Comes right back into the center, but it goes into touch. And It's going to be a throw-in for Awesome. So System 3 leading 2-1 in the final game of the 2025-26 VINCY Soccer Premier League. Yannick Kane with a throw-in. But he's been dispossessed there. Horn. And System 3 keeps knocking it around. Butte finds Aidan Solomon, who goes back to Morelli Solomon. And Morelli Solomon has Chad Haynes to contend with. Haynes in control, looking for some support. The cross comes in, looking for Ode Cupid on the far side. It goes into touch. It's going to be a goal kick for System 3. So System 3 is still leading here 2-1. Goals for System 3 coming in the 27th and 40th minute. And Awesome open the lead in the 22nd minute. So Sutherland for System 3 inside their own half, lays it off, finds Phillips. Phillips gives it to Derby, but is cut out there by Marshall. Only to go back to Morelli Solomon for System 3. And he comes down the flank. It's on that far side. Jackson dispossessed. Ode Cupid on the move. Cuts inside. It's still Ode Cupid with a shot. And it goes high over the uprights.
Well, Cupid, let's have a look at this shot as he got past. It looks like Morelli Solomon there, and just too much elevation on that one. I believe he was looking for that top left-hand corner there.
So it's again cut out there but System 3 picks up a loose ball, gives it to the senior pro in Alonzo Butte. Butte finds Jackson. Jackson with a cross, and it cleared in there by the defense for Awesome. It's still Degrats now looking to lay it off, looking for Ode Cupid. Cupid has one to contend with on the far side, but it eludes him, and goalkeeper comes off his line, Dinesh Grant, and picks up, now bowls it out. And Kevin Francis would now look to come down the line for System 3. Still Francis, that busy individual in Shimron Phillips, has already gone to the right, lays it off, but he's been dispossessed by Antoine, and it goes into touch. It's going to be a throw-in for System 3. Whistle going on. The wind has really picked up here at the Brighton Technical Center. So it's now a throw-in for System 3. So it's still System 3 with it. An infringement call there against the big defender in number 31. And that's Bailey. And it's going to be a free kick to Awesome. Captain Kelly with that free kick. And
Bailey gets a yellow card.
Bailey gets a yellow card for dissent. Well, the first game in the World Cup 2026, there were 3 red cards. Mexico against South Africa.
Yes, that's correct. Shallow.
Kelly boots that long ball, looking for Kane on the far side, who does so, but loses it to Jackson. And Horn getting a boot in. Haynes is there. Chad Haynes has one, has two, gets around one, still in a tussle. Ode Cupid being pushed off. And the offside flag is up.
Yes.
As he was looking to worm his way through a couple of defenders.
That's Chad Haynes, and you see the dust Not on our screen, but it's quite a
Try.
lot of dust being thrown up here tonight.
Jackson, system 3, runs into Kane. Kane has one, as Francis lays it back.
That's
So
a blatant
there's a-
foul on the part of Josh DeGrasse
Well,
there.
I think he's going to get a card. I want to think he. Well,
Oh, good.
Well,
Brad's
referee
been
has
quite
been
lucky there.
very
Look at
lenient.
that. This
yes.
deserved to be a yellow card.
Well, he has been very, very lucky indeed. So it's Butte. So the swirling ball comes in, and it's Noel who has Phillips to contend with, and Awesome knocking it into touch. So it's going to be a throw-in for System 3. System 3 in the 70th minute, leading 2-1. Phillips still with System 3. And Degrads now, but giving it up to Kevin Francis and Yannick Kane and Gabriel, but this will go into touch, and it's going to be a throw-in for Awesome. But I think the play has broken down a bit really.
Certainly, I agree with you, Charlo. Both teams, of course, certainly showing a lot of impatience and a lot of personal play, as a matter of fact, taking place.
So Ode Cupid couldn't keep that in touch. It goes in for a throw-in for System 3. And off the defender there, it goes into touch and out of the facility as well. I think about the third one going into that direction.
Another substitution for System 3.
So it looks like Derby coming out.
All right.
And on would come number 27.
Denzel Bascom.
Denzel Bascom. But no Zeno Solomon.
Well, he's sitting at the top of the heap as far as goal scoring is concerned. I believe he has, 21 goals.
23.
23. Second to
I
him
think
is
Trent is it Trent Raggett, number 20?
Kobe Mango on 19. So, and Mango certainly, of course, not playing tonight. Played his final game last evening.
Well, Mingo.
So
I
he's
think
quite comfortable.
Mingo has I think he has thrown away over 23, over 19 goals. He scored 19, but I'm sure he has thrown away over 20.
But he's had a good season, Kobe Mango. There's no question about it.
So Javin Sutherland lays it off with Denzel Bascom, who's been fouled. And Degrads just good sportsmanship. And it's going to be System 3. Comes back to Kevin Francis. Francis goes back to Denish Grant, his goalkeeper. And lays it off. Finds Bascom. Bascom comes to Sutherland. Sutherland to Jackson. Jackson looking for some support, but he goes back in defense. Back to Sutherland. To Francis, and now back to Jackson. Jackson, but it's cut out there by Kelly. To Kimran Davis. Davis finds Noel, who didn't do a good job on it, and gives it up. Denzel Bascom for System 3. He's on the move. Gives it to the busy Shimron Phillips on the far side. Looking to worm his way back into center. Cross comes in. Yannick Kane gets a boot on. And he's going to be picked up by Horn for Awesome. Goes across center. Finds Chad Haynes to Ode Cupid. Cupid spins. Has a defender to contend with. Beats him. Gets a wrong one. With a shot onto the defender. Chad Haynes is there, looking to get a boot on, and that's into the back of the net.
Well, he definitely fought for that one, Chad Haynes. He certainly didn't give up at all. Let's have a look at it again. Has two defenders with him, and he just battled his way through and pounced on it and dabbed it into the back of the net. And equalizer there for Awesome.
So Awesome in the 74th minute from the boot of Chad Haynes. They have found the equalizer, and you can see the celebration among Awesome.
Look at Cupid. Kane. Yannick Kane.
He's having a party.
Not on screen, but he's having a ball, I can tell you. I'm so sorry that our camera hasn't picked him up. Well, that's a little bit of him, but he's having a party.
I like his spirit.
Definitely.
So, it's Awesome 2. System 3 2. The kickoff will be taken by System 3 in the 75th minute.
So, just waiting for this kickoff. But this team, Awesome, come next season, look out for them. The likes of Chad Haynes and company, they can certainly be a handful.
Well,
And
I think over the last 2 years, they have shown real improvement.
here's Kevin Francis with possession, finds player there on the right side, robbed of it again, and a bit of shirt pulling. He goes to the ground, but that, for me, is a little bit of play acting. Let's see what happens as the referee goes across, because it's Trent Raggy who appears, well, he's down, Trent Raggy, but he seemed to be the person who was the guilty
offender.
the guilty offender.
He's back on his feet.
So referee has a yellow card in hand and issues it to, well, has to be something said by that Awesome player who received the yellow card. But meantime, it is a free kick for Awesome, and referee now being directed in the path of the guilty player in Raggy. Nothing has been done to Raggy, and he's still there, making a note in his book. Let's see now what happens. He's gonna go, no doubt, across to Raggy. Yellow card in hand. And certainly deserving of this yellow card. Raggy's still walking away, and the referee now
summoned.
Yes. So trying to avoid it, and finally
he gets the yellow.
Finally, he receives his yellow card. So it's going to be a free kick quite naturally. Just having a look at what's happening in the US. Paraguay, they've pulled one back. It's 3-1 in the 73rd minute, almost mirroring the time as to what's happening here at the Brighton Technical Center, Charlo.
But we are on a tour right now.
Free kick taken there by Marshall, and good glancing header there by Jackson. Let's see if it can be kept in there by Bascom. Searching ball in the middle, and the big towering figure of Deshaun Bailey. Definitely there. You get some cheers from the crowd, Charlo.
Loud cheers.
There he is once again, Bailey. And quite a stocky play he is, but ball still now with Awesome. Chad Haynes has on to his left, but hangs on to it. Haynes closely marked there by Bascom, but in the end, Beauty is there to pick it up and knocking it away now for Phillips. Searching ball for Jackson, and this could be a bit of danger. Keepers off his line, and it's in the back of the net. System 3 with a go-ahead goal, and they're all excited in that far corner as Jackson with his second goal for the night. There you have a look at it, and 3-2 now in favor of System 3.
Well, I think it was a late move on the part of goalkeeper Olivier. He hesitated a bit. Olivier and Gabriel Jackson, good control, good game awareness, saw him coming in the late off, shifted to his left and found the back of the net easily.
Well, of course, it was a counter-attack because we saw what happened there with Chad Haynes. But from the time Haynes lost the ball, Jackson went through the middle, nice little ball, he got the return ball, and keeper certainly was, as you said, was a little late off his line, and Jackson did what he had to do, putting it into the back of the net, and it's a 3-2 now in favor of System 3, bringing this crowd alive here tonight.
Game on.
Certainly game on. And here's Kelly now going to his left as Awesome will try to rebuild. Josh DeGrads going all the way back there to Noel, who gets the possession once again, doesn't do too well. Noel finds Phillips, and there's Deshaun Bailey, leaves it now for Bascom Denzel and takes a shot just wide it is, and all of a sudden, of course, the System 3 attacking forces just certainly sprung to life. Bailey leaving it there for Bascom, left-footed shot, and just over the crossbar there. Scoreline remains 3-2. We're into minute number 79, and ball on the far side now there with well, there is what looks like it's a foul on the part of the player for Awesome. It looks like is that Jack? Damani Jack?
Number 25. Yes.
So quickly taking free kick there now. And there's Marshall. Robbed of it by the ever-present Phillips. This is another player who's certainly put in a lot of work for System 3, but this time around he lost possession. Bailey's, that's goalkeeper's off his line. And Awesome battling for all they're worth now. In the middle of the park. Nice ball to the middle now. Horn is onto it. Dennis Grant is off his line, and good work by goalkeeper Grant. He read it very early indeed from the time the pass was made off his line and knocking into it. There goes the pass. Well, let's look for Grant. He's certainly off his line already.
Yes, a very decisive action on the part of Grant.
Well done, Dennis Grant. Here is the ball now with Marshall. Was looking there for well,
Kane.
the youngster Kane goes down, whistle going, and free kick awarded. The crowd tonight becoming very much involved, Charlo.
Very vocal, very vocal at this stage.
It's come alive since System 3 has gotten that go-ahead goal from the boot of Jackson. Marshall, it is, to take this free kick. Knocked it short there to Kane. Kane finds Josh DeGrads, comes back out, but there's Phillips now. Long ball upfield now. Bascom is there, Jackson is there. This could be problems for this defense for Awesome. Into the path of Denzel Bascom, backing away, and comes out now to Solomon, but Josh DeGrads doing some good work.
Very good work on the part of Josh DeGrads.
Here is Chad Haynes. Ball now for Marshall to run on to. Let's see if he have enough legs to get there. Has Sutherland with him, and Sutherland in a no-nonsense mood, just brushing it away. And I believe that might very well be a corner kick. It is. So it's nice to see the VSPL coming to this kind of end, where the competitiveness is still very much part of it, Charlo.
Yes, and the crowd has turned up.
They've certainly done so. There's no question with regards to that. As player going across to take that.
Noel.
Right, Noel it is, Rashad Noel. And quite a number of orange shirts in that 18-yard box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as the corner kick comes in. And Dennis Grant getting a handoff to it. It's finally booted away. Comes out now there
Davis.
for Davis. Does well, gets past one. And Indian Javin Sutherland is ever present. As there's Sean Bailey. And for once his size would have outdone him there, Charlo.
Well, the crowd was cheering.
So here's Butte, and takes the throw for System 3. Finds Bascom, Denzel Bascom, former Sinal player, and good intentions there from Aidan Solomon, but couldn't find the intended Phillips, and the ball goes out of touch. So here's Kane. Finds DeGrads, gets the return ball, Kane. DeGrads, well, Kane was looking to go up that left side, but ran out of real estate there, and quickly taken through by Butte. Bascom, closely marked he is, but doing some good work. Gets past 1, 2, third, fourth, bundle to the ground. There's no whistle, now finally going, and a free kick there now to System 3, quickly taken, and Bascom with a shot, and just wide. I'd like to see that replay as to whether or not the goalkeeper got a hand onto it, as that's to see the quickly taken free kick there. Now Bascom takes the shot, and looks as if, well, such was not the case. That ball is now upfield as Solomon is over there. So too is Raggy. Back to Solomon for System 3 in defense. Ball now knocked forward to Kevin Francis. Francis was looking there for Phillips, but Aidan Solomon is there. Back to Francis. And System 3 trying to work it on the far side. Francis it is now. Cross comes in now. Here is Shamron Phillips, but good work. Decisive work by Captain Kelly. And it's a corner kick as we have a look at it once again. Cross coming in there from Kevin Francis. There's Shamron Phillips, but Kelly got there first. Booted and out of touch for the corner kick.
Phillips, such a busy individual.
Certainly, without a doubt. So we just await this corner kick as all of my paraphernalia is just being blown all over the place. Corner kick is taken and it's off the boot of Aidan Solomon there, and result in a goal kick. So 3-2 in this, the 85th minute. And Awesome, certainly they've put up a very good fight here tonight, as ball is out of touch. Whistle going, and throw-in quite naturally awarded to System 3. So just waiting for this throw-in to take place. Long throw it is now, searching one, and trying to keep it in there was Javan Sutherland, who's come out of the defense so comfortably. He is Sutherland. As to what's taking place, is trying to keep the pressure on this awesome team in the closing 5 minutes of this encounter. Phillips now with the corner kick. It's floated in, and that was Sutherland trying to get a head onto it, but ever present was the defense for Awesome. And they now try to come away with a counter. Ball into the path of Horn on the right side. He has a lot of space ahead of him. This could be some problems. Horn, good work by Jackson. Good defensive work, knocking it out of touch.
Clearly.
Straight into a commentary position, as a matter of fact. And quickly taken through there by Kane. Finds Horn once again, back to Kane. Kane skips past Aidan Solomon. Josh DeGratz turned into Denzel Bascom. Bascom now moves forward and has Phillips with him.
Who has
the energetic
no
Phillips.
to the left.
He's all over the place. Here's Aidan Solomon. Lost possession, unfortunately, and that one was booted away by the defense. As we now see 2 minutes being indicated a little early, Charlo.
Very much so.
We're into the 87th minute, and the fourth official already indicating 2 added minutes as flag is up, and Sutherland ruled to be offside.
Well, I'm going back to the play a little earlier. I think Horn held on to that a little too long, rather than taking a shot at goal, and the defense actually got in there and thwarted his efforts.
Here's Jackson. Finds Denzel Bascom. Back to Jackson. And can't get around the diminutive Yannick Kane. Kane looks one, finds Marshall. Skips past Bascom. Knocks it into the middle, but there's Deshaun Bailey. Now back to Bascom. And twisting and turning. Let's see what Bascom does. Cross comes in, but there's only Kelly who's there. And Indian doing enough to get it away. But here comes, well, it's now back into the System 3 half, and now with Chad Haynes it is, but Haynes was fouled in the process there by Butte, and have won himself and his team a free kick. And there's Butte, well, saying, come on Chad, let's ensure this ball is in the right position, and you know, being shown that he has to give some space to Chad Haynes by referee. Ozaki King, the referee for tonight. And immediately we see Chad Haynes already lining up behind this one. So let's see what is going to unfold. Haynes wraps his boot around it low and hard, but well in behind it there's Dennis Grant. As a matter of fact, he took it on the bounce and made it look quite easy.
Nonchalant.
So here's System 3 now trying to come forward on the right side. It's with Phillips. Phillips knocks it into the path of Trent cross comes in, but it's too much overweight. It was looking there for Jackson, and in the end it's out of touch. But nice little build up there. Phillips finding Raggy, and cross coming in, but just too much on top of it there, going out of touch. Ball upfield now. There's Hart. Hart to the pass of what looks like Cameron Davis as it does. It's in the air, long searching one into the gloves of goalkeeper Oliver. That's off the boot of Denzel Bascom, and in the end an attempt to press forward by Jackson ends up with the ball being knocked away out of touch. So it's going to be a throw in, quickly taken there now, finds Kelly. Good work there by Kelly. And in the end, Marshall couldn't get around Jackson. Well, he got around Jackson, but ran out of real estate.
I think he was a little late in reacting.
So according to our time, we're into the 90th minute. The fourth official already indicated that there are 2 additional minutes. So let's see how it's going to play out as ball picked up there now. What looks like Sam of Awesome, but it goes into the bench there of System 3. Quickly taken through. Chad Haynes is over there. So too is Javan Sutherland. And ball goes out of touch. I believe it's going to be a throw-in for System 3. Trent Raggy seems to be taking his time. Throw taken nonetheless. But it's back with Awesome as it's floated in. And there's Yannick Kane picking it up now. Has Solomon with him. Aidan Solomon doing some good work and getting some rousing applause from the crowd. He's one of the youngsters of this System 3 outfit. And understand he's a cousin to Zeno Solomon. So this team is packed with quite a number of Solomons.
Yes.
Morelli Solomon, Aidan Solomon, Zeno Solomon. Right, as this one is volleyed upfield, shot is taken, but it's off the back of Sutherland into the path of Francis, who didn't do so well. But in the end, it's cleared there by Raggy. And here comes Bascom now, and he's ruled to be offside. Just a little too quick, Denzel Bascom. Here is Marshall. Searching ball there. Goalkeeper Dennis Grant is off his line and doing well, bringing it down and averting whatever possible danger there might be in the offing there as he now volleys it upfield. There's Phillips, Shamron Phillips, Mr. Energizer Phillips, and here's Bascom in the middle, but it was just ahead of him. Has possession nonetheless. Cross comes in, and at the far post was Shamron Phillips, but just couldn't get the sort of shot that he would have loved to see, but quickly taken kick it is, and there goes the whistle. The signal, it is the end of this one here tonight. Victory to System 3. Of course, there are champions, and with that indeed, final whistle for the VINCY Soccer Premier League for the 2025-26 season. Congratulations to System 3.
Well, all congratulations must go to System 3. They have had a good year. They promoted this year, and they came out and showed everyone that they have what it takes to be champions. I think they lost 2 games throughout the entire tournament, and I think both games were lost to North Leeward Predators, the defending champions. And they had 2 drawn games, but they have won all of their games thus far, and really I think 14 wins. So all congratulations must go to System 3.
Gabriel Jackson is our player of the game,
without a shadow of a doubt.
So we're gonna, of course, have the presentation, official closing ceremony here tonight as we see the System 3 players.
They're champions?
Yes, I don't know if our camera, if our production guy, yes, let's see what's happening in the middle. As the System 3 team is there.
But it's certainly, I really have to congratulate System 3. They stuck as a unit. They played well, and it's the end result of a team that.
And there it goes in the middle. They're enjoying themselves, System 3. Having a champagne bath, if you could call it that, Charlo.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Congratulations to them indeed, and deserving of taking the title for 2025. 26 as far as the VSPL is concerned. Of course, Francis will captain the team tonight. Of course, there's Raggy, the Sean Bailey, Javin Sutherland. I saw Zena Solomon a while ago. Didn't play tonight, but of course was on the bench giving that much needed support to System 3. And congratulations in the offering. We now go quite naturally to the presentation ceremony.
One, yeah. Somebody say, System 3! Come on, System 3! Yeah. We are just testing up the mics. Are we ready there? You get me? We're going to go into a very, very, very short presentation. Yeah. And well deserved, and well deserved. It's breaking up a little. Getting me there now? All right. Miss Fraser, could we invite the officials over? Miss Fraser, could we invite the officials over? Please and thanks. We have System 3. We're going to keep them, stay right here. We're not going to go very long. We're going to have, yes, we do have. There we go again. Is that better? All right. So we have some representatives from our sponsors, our major sponsors, ECGC. We have Chef Torrey. We have also the Vice President of the St. Vincent and Grenadines Football Federation and Chairman of the Tournaments Committee, Mr. Vincent. Let's go very quickly as we try to finish off VSPL 2026. System 3? Yeah? We're gonna have some very short remarks. First of all, as chairperson of the organizing committee of VSPL 2026, I want to say a heartfelt thank you to all who contributed to making sure this happened. It's been 6 long months. We've had one break, which was planned, and we've had the teams coming out and giving of their all throughout that period. We did our challenges, but we worked well. We want to thank the media, the commentators, VC3, the guys behind the images, our sponsors, truly worthy sponsors, all that came on board, ECGC, Chef Torrey, Subway, French Veranda, RW Sporting World. Missing anybody? Go again? We've had a few. I think we also had Beats Rentals, correct? A few good sponsors that came on and made this venture a worthy one. We also want to thank you, the supporters who've been with us. I know it's been a very long stretch, but you've been here, the trustworthy ones, the diehards have been here all week, all of the weeks that we have had the tournaments, 45 weeks we've been going, and we've had a wonderful time here. We have had some really good goals. And this evening, we are going to hear from Zena Solomon. Is he close by? Yes? First of our speakers this evening. Let's put our hands together for our top goal scorer. Zena Solomon, you are invited to say a few words here tonight on the championship, your plan for the tournament and your achievements.
Good night, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Coming into the Premiership this season, we already knew that we had a good team, a capable team of winning the championship. Even though coming from First Division, one might think, they just want to stay in the Premiership. But no, we had different plans, and we believed in ourselves, and this is the end product here. So I just want to thank the boys for putting in the effort throughout the season. I mean, we had our ups and downs. Me and Lazaro was back at it, back and forth throughout the season. But we're grateful. We're grateful for everybody that we have here, and we're looking forward for it next season.
All right, thank you very much, Asino. And I think you'll hear more about him and of him during the carnival season. I hear there's a song out. I haven't heard it yet. All right, let's give it up for Asino Solomon, captain of System 3 and our top goal scorer for the tournament. We would hear much more of him during our major prize giving ceremony later in the year. One of the men behind this team during this tournament is head coach Samora Ralph. And we're going to invite the big man to have a few words. Give it up for Samora! He said to keep it short, not like one of your team talks.
I just want to say that it's been a journey. We were relegated to the First Division, and we had to play 14 games. We sought that out. We came here, and we wanted to show exactly what the fare was, but we decided, we have to contend for the cup. We played as a team, and the results speak for themselves. We thank you, and we really appreciate winning this championship this year.
Come on, we gotta give it up there. Sometimes you get the players giving the players all of the kudos, but the coaches, the men and women behind the teams, they also need some compliment. Put your hands together for Ralph and his team and all the coaches that ensure that teams are here night in, night out. We are gonna have Mr. Vincent, the chairperson of the tournaments committee from the SVG Football Federation, to have a few remarks.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. On behalf of the St. Vincent Grenadines Football Federation, and as the tournament chair for this tournament, I'm very happy to see that the VSPL is being concluded tonight. One of the things I must say is that sometimes you have to give people the rose when the rose is needed. Mr. John, I must say I'm very grateful for the effort that you have put into this tournament as chair. You have been doing a fantastic work, and I know that St. Vincent the Grenadines, you understand, to your new position as the coordinator for sports. I also say congratulations on that. But one of the things that made this tournament so special is our sponsors. Without our sponsors, this tournament wouldn't have been as successful as it is. So I want to big up ECGC, Village Ram. I'm hoping that next year this sponsorship will be increased, the amount. I must also say every player of the match, MVP, when I see the Village Ram is being given out, I feel proud because I know the effort that was made from our marketing team. For example, Miss Candy Fraser. I'm very happy with the work that Candy has been doing for the season. She has been rallying with the Football Federation to get sponsors on board. I also want to say one of our brainchild, the raffle of that Suzuki Swift, bargain auto rentals, another sponsor. That is something that the Football Federation is trying to do. We're trying to partner with our sponsors to at least get a product, because by the end of the day, the player is the focus. And I want to say congratulations again to System 3 on doing a fantastic job once again. I've seen the progress of System 3 from the lower tier to this division, and leadership is a must. I must big up Azino Solomon for doing a fantastic job. I won't leave here without saying that I'm very proud of Junior. We have Akeem, who has been rallying very hard each night. Our streaming from VSPL also, we have also looked at, every time we come to this park, there's always a bar present, there's always food present. You understand? And these are some of the things that we're trying to build this product. But all in all, we just want to say thanks again, and I just want Mr. John to continue the good work.
All right, thank you very much, VP and chairperson of the tournaments committee. We're going to go into prizes. The man of the match, or the player of the match for our last match, the 90th encounter for VSPL 2026, Gabriel Jackson. We're going to ask Chef Tori to come and help us with this one, because tonight Gaby is getting a couple awards, one from ECGC and one from Chef Tori herself. Yeah. A few words? You left the best for last?
Well, I would like to say, at the start of the season I didn't have the best start, but it feels great to come out and be able to help my team end this season with a proper win, and a well-deserved win. Thank you.
And the success of your team, the progress, the hard trainings during the week, obviously, and you being pulled with the batch of athletes who are definitely a little bit more advanced than you. You're with them at the end, definitely that's a good feeling.
Yes, please, it's a good feeling. A lot of role models are on System 3 team, and I look up to most of them.
Next year is not going to be that easy. What's the plan?
Well, I plan on working more, putting in my work, and just putting in my work.
All right, give it up for Gaby, as he is affectionately called, Gabriel Jackson, our player of the match for this last encounter. We're going to invite our representatives from ECGC, Village Ram, Ram Life, and all of System 3 players. You're going to come across and you're going to collect a gift from our sponsors, as well as the winning trophy. All of the System 3 players, let's give it up as they come across for their first bit of winnings during or for the championship which they have just won. Come on. All right, let's do it right. Led by the captain. Our stalwart first. All right. Oh, okay. Well, come right across. Come, Candy. You want to help us with this, please? All right, come right across. System 3. Come this way, come this way. All right. The captain has to stay back to get that lovely trophy, which will. There we go. And remember, this is just a token of our appreciation before we have the major awards later on in the year. we go. And we're going to invite the captain back, as well as the two representatives from ECGC, to hand this lovely trophy, of which they will just hold on to just a touch. Oh, wow, yes, telling you. Give it up for System 3! Come on, guys. I want you all stand behind the trophy right there. One more with the entire group. Some more. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Give the mic. Give me one mic.
All right, thank you. We want to thank you so much for being part of VSPL 2026, 2027. Well, it may be, just pay attention. It may be 2026, 2027. So look out for it. We want to thank everyone who made this possible. And we are signing off. Have a good evening.